You know, if you go back to your childhood, I was encouraged as a child to collect stamps, postage stamps. I wasn't really interested actually in postage stamps, but there was one French stamp, and it must have been just after Ronchamp was opened, and it had a very nice drawing of this weird crab shell-like building, and I was just fascinated by that. I probably forgot about it, but then later, then I was a history of architecture student for a couple of years, and so I sort of went back to Le Corbusier then, and you know, and then just got hooked really, and so just started going on trips to France, just visiting Le Corbusier buildings and dragging my family around, my wife and 2 kids. Well, the main thing I've noticed is the modular rule here, but I can see why that's had to be put in a more safe place. I mean, this is a fascinating place to visit because, as you say, it's his home, and he obviously experimented with ideas here. I mean, it's almost like his laboratory or something, isn't it? And I like the idea, you know, because I've got my original training was in fine art, and then I, you know, got this parallel life as a designer, as a furniture designer. So, you know, I'm interested in this Le Corbusier thing of painting in the morning and architecture in the afternoon, which is sort of what I would like to do if I was, well, I do sometimes, but you know, I think that's an ideal to be aimed at. He and Ozanfant, you know, they've got their place in the history of art, haven't they? But I think because he was such a towering genius almost in architecture, it's overshadowed the art. I don't think you know, people look at it enough, or maybe they think it's just some sort of hobby. I'm sure it wasn't a hobby for him. I think it was research. Especially what you've said about colours. That's one of the interesting things about this restoration, is seeing the little colour time scales. I would describe him and his work and his achievement as heroic. I think in the, you know, going back to the Greek sense of the word, and or, you know, when he went as a young man to Athens and places, doing the same as what I've been doing, looking at his places. He was looking for clues as well, I think.